When we talk about comedy, it's like opening a treasure chest filled with gems from all over the world, each with its own unique sparkle. Take Nigerian comedy, for instance, and then look at American comedy. At first glance, they might seem like two distant stars in the vast universe of humor. But if you look closely, you'll find they share a cosmic connection, even if they orbit in different comedic galaxies. Nigerian comedy is often rooted in storytelling, a rich tradition that dates back to the oral histories passed down through generations. It's about weaving tales that resonate with the everyday experiences of the people. You see, in Nigeria, humor is often a reflection of life itself. It's about the hustle, the struggle, the triumphs, and the absurdities of daily existence. A Nigerian comedian might take a simple scenario, a family gathering, a market scene, or a neighbor's antics, and spin it into a hilarious narrative that captures the essence of Nigerian life. The punchlines often come from relatable situations, cultural nuances, and the shared experiences of the audience. Now let's pivot to American comedy. Here, the landscape is vast and varied, with influences from stand-up, sitcoms, sketch shows, and late-night talk shows. American comedy often leans into satire, irony, and self-deprecation. The humor can be sharp, quick, and sometimes a bit dark. It's not uncommon for American comedians to tackle serious issues, politics, social justice, relationships, with a comedic lens, using humor as a tool to dissect and critique society. The punchlines can be unexpected, often delivered with a punchy one-liner or a clever twist that leaves the audience gasping for breath from laughter. But here's where it gets interesting. Both styles of comedy thrive on the connection between the performer and the audience. In Nigeria, the comedian is often seen as a voice of the people, someone who can articulate the collective frustrations and joys of everyday life. The audience is not just passive, they engage, respond, and become part of the performance. Laughter becomes a communal experience, a shared release of tension. The comedian might even pause, allowing the audience to react, to laugh, to shout back, creating a dynamic interplay that is electric. In America, while the audience engagement might not be as overt, there's still a palpable connection. The best American comedians have an uncanny ability to read the room, to sense the mood, and to adjust their delivery accordingly. They might riff off the audience's reactions, turning a simple heckle into a comedic goldmine. The laughter in American comedy can sometimes feel more individualistic, with people laughing at their own experiences reflected in the jokes. But there's still that underlying thread of connection that binds the audience to the performer. Now, let's talk about the themes that often emerge in both styles. Family is a cornerstone of humor in Nigeria. The dynamics of family life, overbearing parents, mischievous children, and the ever-present aunties who seem to know everything, are ripe for comedic exploration. A Nigerian comedian might recount a family gathering where everyone is trying to outdo each other in storytelling, each tale more exaggerated than the last, leading to a crescendo of laughter that feels like a warm embrace. In contrast, American comedy often explores the concept of the nuclear family, but with a twist. The humor can be more self-referential, poking fun at the absurdities of family life in a way that highlights the dysfunction. Think of sitcoms where the father is a bumbling fool, the mother is the voice of reason, and the kids are wise beyond their years. The humor often lies in the exaggeration of these roles, creating a caricature of family life that resonates with audiences who see bits of their own experiences reflected back at them. Cultural references also play a significant role in shaping the comedic landscape. Nigerian comedians often draw from local folklore, proverbs, and cultural practices. They might use a well-known saying or a traditional story to set up a joke, creating a bridge between the past and the present. This cultural richness adds layers to the humor, making it not just funny, but also a celebration of heritage. American comedy, on the other hand, is often steeped in pop culture references. From movies to music to current events, American comedians weave these elements into their routines, creating a tapestry of humor that feels contemporary and relevant. The punchlines might hinge on a recent celebrity scandal or a viral meme, making the humor feel immediate and fresh. However, this reliance on pop culture can sometimes alienate audiences who may not be in the loop, creating a divide between those who get the reference and those who don't. Another fascinating aspect is the role of social commentary in both styles. Nigerian comedians often use humor to address societal issues, corruption, politics, and social injustices, while still keeping the tone light and accessible. They might tell a story about a politician's ridiculous antics, using laughter as a means to critique and provoke thought. It's a delicate balance, where the humor serves as both entertainment and a call to awareness. American comedy, particularly in recent years, has taken a more pronounced turn towards social commentary. Comedians like Dave Chappelle, John Oliver, and Hassan Minhaj have made it their mission to tackle pressing issues through their routines. They use humor not just to entertain, but to educate, to challenge the status quo, and to spark conversations. The humor can be biting, and the stakes feel higher, as comedians navigate the complexities of race, gender, and politics with a sharp wit that leaves audiences both laughing and reflecting. Yet despite these differences, there are striking similarities that bind Nigerian and American comedy. Both forms rely heavily on the element of surprise. Whether it's a clever twist in a story or an unexpected punchline, the ability to catch the audience off guard is a universal comedic principle. Timing is everything, and both Nigerian and American comedians master the art of pacing, knowing when to pause for effect or when to deliver a rapid-fire series of jokes that leave the audience breathless. Moreover, both styles celebrate the absurdity of life. Whether it's a Nigerian comedian recounting the ridiculousness of a traffic jam in Lagos, or an American comedian sharing a tale of a disastrous date, the humor often lies in the shared human experience. Life is messy, unpredictable, and often downright hilarious, and both Nigerian and American comedians tap into that truth, using laughter as a means to navigate the chaos. As we delve deeper into the world of comedy, it becomes clear that while Nigerian and American comedy may have their distinct flavors, they are both rooted in the same fundamental desire: to connect, to entertain, and to reflect the human experience. They remind us that laughter is a universal language, transcending borders and cultures, bringing people together in a world that often feels divided. In the end, whether you're laughing at a Nigerian comedian's tale of family drama or an American comedian's take on modern life, you're participating in a shared experience that celebrates the beauty of humor. It's a reminder that despite our differences, we all have the capacity to find joy in the absurdity of life, to laugh at ourselves, and to connect through the simple act of sharing a joke. So let's raise a glass to comedy in all its forms, and to the laughter that unites us across continents and cultures.